Hey guys, the Mobile Gamer here, and today we'll be working in Brave Frontier, and we are going to be doing the Trial of the Gods. Yes, it's the new dungeon they put out. It's kind of like the Grand Gaia Chronicles, except it is only here for a week. And if you're watching this video, it's only here for 5 more days or so, something like that. So today I have just the rundown of the event, the whole overview, what you should expect, what you should bring, what you should not bring, and all sorts of stuff like that. So the first dungeon, the one that I'm doing in the video, people say it's the toughest one. I think it's the easiest one, specifically because I can't manage to beat the second one. So yeah. The first battle, let me think. The first battle is Zagar, and he does have a chance of dropping, and I do capture him in the video, and you'll see that at the end of the video. It's an anima that I get, and I won't be working on him, but I'll use him as Brave Burst fodder when I get his 5-star, if I get his 5-star. One thing to note, he does have a lot of defense. I would advise, if you do have a tree, if you have a 6-star tree with Super Brave Burst, I would advise that you bring 2 either Cyborg Liliths or 2 6-star Logans, or a mixture of them, because those 2 have 65% boost to attack, and that's the only way that you'll do damage to Zagar. Unless, of course, you bring a defense, like a defense ignore unit. And the defense ignore units are a recurring kind of necessity here, because there are, even just in the first stage, you need it to get Zagar's defense down, and you need it to one-shot Moody Gloomy, and you need it to one-shot, I think it's like Angry Mossy or something like that. But yeah, you will need either Zephyr or Dilma, or maybe an Ignore Defense Leader. I don't think that would work as well as bringing a Dilma or a Zephyr. I would personally bring a Dilma because he'll be useful in the last battle, and his Super Brave Burst is really good. I'm not sure about Zephyr's Super Brave Burst, but Dilma's is pretty good. Things you need to know. Zagar does an AoE attack with 50% chance to inflict paralysis. That's why you need that tree. Shred, it's a single target attack with 100% poison, so watch that. Sharpened Claws is just a buff, but it buffs critical hit rate by 150% for 3 turns. Frenzied Fortitude, the one that makes me just absolutely die inside every time I see it. It heals him either like anywhere from 10,000 to 18,000 health, which is really tough to deal with. And after he uses his skill, his defense will wear off, but you need the defense ignore for the first few turns. And he gains an automatic critical hit rate buff whenever he drops below 25% health. Moody Gloomy, I shouldn't have to read these to you, because my best tip is to save your Dilma or your Zephyr until this part, and use the Brave Burst to kill Moody Gloomy in one shot, because you won't win otherwise. He has Grim Heart, which is an AoE attack that drains Brave Burst gauge to 0, and has a chance to inflict curse. He does that the first turn. Glum Strike is a strong AoE attack. Moody Finale, or Finale, massive AoE attack used on turn 5, it will kill your entire team. Regular attacks and skills can inflict weakness, so that's not helping with the high defense, and he has extremely high defense, so you need to bring Dilma, or Raiden, or Zephyr. Or maybe Lava, who knows. Alright, final battle. My first tip is to just guard on the first turn. because Squirty will heal everyone 15,000 HP, so if you use all of your Brave Bursts at once, it won't do anything. Secondly, you'll have to have your Dilma getting up soon, or your Zephyr, or your Raiden, so that you can get the Ignore Defense again, so that you can kill Mossy, because he will take all of your attacks until you can, and he has 1 damage. Let's see. Brute Mossy you shouldn't have to deal with for that much. You should be able to kill him very quickly. He can cause paralysis with normal attacks, and he uses aggression, which is kind of like the Leon's deception buff, and your units can only attack him unless they have an AoE Brave Burst. Mender Squirty can use Mend, and that's healing for 250 health. It's not that much, but, you know, it's worth mentioning. Mending Aura, he uses that the first turn, I'm pretty sure, and some turns after that. It heals allies for 15,000 HP. And Wet Blanket, which is an attack that drains Brave Burst gauge to 0, so watch out for that. Mad King Bernie can inflict AoE injury and paralysis, I'm pretty sure at the same time. Scorching Flame is a strong AoE attack that has 25% chance to inflict sickness, and that's not too bad if you have a tree. One thing I can say about that is that it's not much to worry about unless you have an earth unit, and even then it's not much to worry about. Cursed Flame is a strong AoE attack that guarantees curse on all allies. It is a pain in the butt to have to deal with curse, so if you don't have a Lilith or a Logan yourself, then maybe bring along a Reese because she's pretty good with that. Lethal Blaze, it's a single target attack that inflicts injury on all allies, and it can usually kill an earth unit. He can be poisoned, which is the upside, for 30,000 health per turn. And whenever he drops below 50% health, he gains a buff to attack, defense, and crit rate, which positively sucks. The second one, the first battle is Fallen General Weiss. You can see it in other videos that he is very tough to deal with because he will reflect damage. He has an AoE attack that has 100% for poison every 3 turns, and he has damage reflect the entire battle. He can't kill your unit with the damage reflect, so if you have a healer, what you're supposed to do is, you're supposed to use your Brave Bursts and everything before you heal, and then whenever you're done using your Brave Bursts and everything, heal up. I would totally go with LMO for this, because the defense boost and the half damage and the healing is very good just for this battle. Let's see. If you finish him with Brave Burst or Super Brave Burst, if you kill him with that, it won't do damage reflection. And it's recommended to heal after your units have been attacked, as I said before. His regular attacks inflict poison and injury. The second battle, again, you're going to need a Dilma or a Zephyr or something, because Mifune, however you want to say it, you can one-shot him. That's basically it. The only person you have to worry about really is Luna, and she has a healing Brave Burst that's 15,000 to 18,000 health every 2 turns, so you have to watch for that. She gains an attack and defense buff when falling below 60% health, and the attack buff gain is huge, and she can one-shot pretty much any unit. And she can attack up to 3 times every turn. So that really sucks. I would suggest keeping that Elimo and bringing a dual SGX just for Dark Element. And you should probably have a not terrible time with that. The final battle is Juggernaut, and that's probably what you've been seeing the most of on videos, is how Juggernaut heals all the time. He heals 225,000 health every 10 turns. And he has a single target that drains the BB gauge of every person, I guess, 3 turns. He will not use it if Cursed Conviction will be cast on the same turn. Cursed Conviction is a single target attack with a 100% chance to inflict curse, and that's every 4 turns. Unyielding Stance is, well, nothing. That's just the sign that he will use Resolute Surge in the next turn, and Resolute Surge is a massive attack buff for 4 turns. Okay? You want to count your turns. When Resolute Surge is cast, it counts as turn 1. And you're supposed to guard all units when Resolute Surge is active, because his Juggernaut's damage output will be huge. As I said before, Torrid Intervention, it's every 10 turns, and it's 225,000 HP. He will also use it at 50% and 47%, so you have to deliver massive amounts of damage, so he will not heal himself after his health reaches to 45% or below. He can be cursed, which is very good. He is 999% immune to crits. He's 999% immunity to crits. So, he can still be crit, but not technically. Okay, third one. The first battle is God Atro and Death Magris, the 2 light and dark starters. They both have 150,000 HP. They both have strong AoE attacks with a 30% chance of inflicting paralysis for Atro and poison for Magris. Magris is susceptible to poison. That will be 15,000 damage each turn. And Atro is susceptible to sickness and poison. Sickness is useless, but poison will do 15,000 each turn. And Atro gains an attack, defense, and critical buff when he reaches below 25% HP. All I can say for this battle is bring Gra along, because that'll make it all a lot easier. Second battle is Psycho Mage Claris, and you shouldn't have much of a problem with her. Just bring a Dilma or a Zephyr or a Raiden, you'll be fine. She has a Time Distortion attack, which is an AoE that drains Brave Burst to 0, which is a trending thing here. Chrono Force is a powerful AoE attack. Age to Death is a massive AoE attack that deals around 14,000 to 15,000 damage. Yes, that's not a typo. And, all I can say here is save up your, defense ignore units Brave Burst from the first battle. Final battle is Demon Abaddon. It looks tough, not as tough as Juggernaut, though. Abaddon has a single target attack that has a 90% chance for injury and a 35% chance for poison. He uses it every 2 turns, starting from the second turn, if you can make sense of that. He also has a massive AoE attack that partially drains the Brave Burst gauge. Use on every turn divisible by 3, so 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, you get it. And that's called Grudge. Soul Consumption is a powerful AoE attack that has a 30% chance of any status ailment, and it's used after health goes below 75% on any odd turns that Grudge didn't occur. Black Hole is a massive AoE attack. He uses it on the 7th turn and every 42 turns after that. He can be inflicted with Curse and Poison. I think Poison would do, 37,000 damage. It's usually 10% of the health. So if you can poison, that's pretty good. And the drop for this is the Providence Ring. The drop for all others, including this, is 100,000 Zell, 25,000 Karma, 1 Gem, and 1 Burst Frog. The Burst Frog probably being the most valuable. Thanks for watching, guys. The friend code should be up. I'm the Mobile Gamer, and good luck in the dungeon.